go. Hello everyone, this is Rexer of the YouTube and Twitch channel NotQuiteThereGaming. Mostly Twitch these days, honestly, but not that much either. We're gonna be starting some Heroes of Might and Magic 3 for today. Another Sunday, hopefully another map of Heroes of Might and Magic 3, but well, we'll see. Last one took a lot, but it was a lot of fun too. Before we get started, I would like to apologize for the poor lighting conditions. I really want to leave my windows open to get some actual sunlight. That's the thing that's outside, you know. I barely ever see it, you know. It's good for me. So we're gonna leave that on for a few hours. I'm gonna be a bit overexposed, and my shiny bald head is going to blind you, but please bear with it. Other than that, we are continuing with the Dragon Slayer campaign. We are continuing a rather interesting campaign so far. First scenario, I was very skeptical, but in the end we pulled through some very interesting turnarounds. Fairy Dragons was the last scenario, and we really built up Drakon, the main hero, to be quite a powerhouse, I would say. I'm only missing a few important spells, mostly level 5 spells, which may or may not spawn eventually in a mage guild. Maybe not even ever. Might be banned the entire campaign. And everything else, basically everything other than Fly and Dimension Door, I already have. Also Implosion. I have a lot of spells. I have some really good stats on this guy. Very diligently collected all the stat up structures for the past scenarios, and I think we're in a good place. Also, something to keep in mind, which I learned last time, I'm not very happy with the speed on tower units, so I'm going to be looking straight away. I'm going to be looking for another dwellings really fast unit. Hopefully Archangels, maybe even Phoenixes. If it's not Archangels, though, I'm going to have to compensate the morale penalty, so I need to keep that in mind. Yeah, we're in a good place. However, last scenario, there was a choice between Fairy Dragons and Rust Dragons, which is the one we're going to be playing today. And last scenario, we had the benefit of getting an army imported from the first scenario. I don't think that this benefit will be valid for Rust Dragons, but we're gonna see shortly. Even so, Drakon has some really good stats. He will be coming into the scenario with those stats and a lot of spells, so I'm hoping that we'll have a good start. Right, we have difficulty expert. Pretty much the hardest difficulty I'm comfortable with, I think. Second to last, and the last one is no resources. I think that's complete overkill. Starting with no resources is just dumb. Yeah, oh, I should probably read the blurb here. Rust Dragons have invaded the area, halting mine production. Flag all of the mines within 6 months, but do not lose the Dragon Slayer or your cause will be lost. Drakon, his skills, spells, and experience up to level 24, which we've already reached in the last scenario, will carry over to the next scenario. And that's kind of a shame because we won't be getting any experience in this scenario. But all of his skills are maxed, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I'm not. So we're still good. Yeah. Okay, we actually have one enemy faction which is going to be roaming around, so this might complicate things. And we have a choice between 1 Titan, 4 Naga Queens, and an Altar of Wishes. I'm probably most assuredly going to go with the Altar of Wishes, and I'll explain that in a little bit, but let's see. Now in search of the mighty Azure, you hear of disturbances to the north. Burned villages and destroyed mines are causing the region to suffer. Without the mines in full production, the region will not have the resources to defend themselves against Krulod invasions or eat. Knowing you are the destined Dragon Slayer, it is time to follow the road north in search of ways to hone your skills. So, I'm gonna pick the Altar of Wishes. Why am I picking the Altar of Wishes? Because 4 Naga Queens are... You know what, that's a good pick. 1 Titan, that's also a good pick. He's ranged, level 7, upgraded. So, he should do a lot of damage. But honestly, because we are doing this as the third scenario in the campaign, we are more than likely going to do more damage just by casting a spell from Drakon. Both of these are going to be... what's the proper expression here? I don't know. A drop in the ocean. Not quite a drop in the ocean, but a more proportional thing would be a drop in a bucket. I don't think that's an expression, but... yeah, they're not going to be doing that much compared to what Drakon can do already. However, the Altar of Wishes is a prerequisite for the Cloud Temple, the Titan Dwelling. So if we get that sooner rather than later, also it's kind of expensive in special resources, then we're going to have a better head start. So it's a long-term investment. You know, I usually prefer long-term investments in Heroes of Might and Magic 3 at least, because in real life I'm not very good at those. Maybe because I'm poor as fuck and I don't have anything to invest in. Yes, quite. So we will be beginning.
Rust dragons have taken to feeding from the mines near the town of Oka. These uncommon beasts have chased off the peasantry and now their livelihoods are in jeopardy. As a hero, I should do this for the townspeople. Yet I do this to hone my skills. Where rust dragons abound, the Azure may be nearby.
That's kind of painful. If you saw that in the bottom left, kind of, some person's legs. I mean, the rest of him wasn't there. Ouchies. Coffee. The people of Brakada have kept the Krulodians, Krulod, at bay by controlling the mines. Now Rust Dragons have taken control. Now Rust Dragons have taken control, and all of this land's resources will be gone in 6 months. The people are in need of help, and your skills could use some sharpening. True. I don't know exactly how they would, go about keeping the enemy in check through mines. There's kind of a few steps missing there, so resources, question mark, defense. I think they're missing the part where they get massive armies, but yeah, sure, whatever. So let's see, what do we have to work with? We have the Cloud Temple, missing quite a few things, and we're going to be working our way towards the capital first of all, of course. We've got Golden Factory, Mage Tower, Gold. I should really make sure that I have a Mage Tower by the end of the week, if possible. Oh, and I still don't regret my choice of Altar of Wishes, because last time we've seen that, genies are actually not that bad of a level 5 unit, so probably going to be using them this scenario as well. Nagas kind of disappointingly slow. I really used to love them. I'm gonna try and use them this scenario as well. I'll probably grab a few upgraded obsidian gargoyles at some point to just decoy with, and of course master gremlins, cheapest range unit in the fucking game. However, Mage Gear level 1 castle, marketplace, and blacksmith. Now Drakon, I believe, let's double check just in case. Okay, so he does have a nice amount of spells. He does have slow, he does have haste, so there's not really any level 1 Not really any level 1 spell I need, so I don't think I'm gonna be prioritizing Mage Guild level 1. We can do a blacksmith and get the ye olde ammo cart, but that's probably not gonna be very handy right now. Probably no. It probably doesn't have any. Yeah, but okay. Let's start calculating what we need actually for the capital and the mage. Oh my God, we're gonna have. Oh fuck, the golem factory. So many prerequisites. So first of all, how many days? That's the easiest thing to calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Citadel. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't have the capital and the mage tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it's citadel and then castle. 6 for capital. 7 for golem factory, and then we can build a mage tower. So we're either going to have a capital this week or a mage tower this week. Probably gonna go for the mage tower because the capital does not have an immediate bonus at week's end. So we're gonna work our way towards the mage tower. In general, how many resources do we need for this? We need 5 wood, 10 wood, 5 ore, 15 wood, 5 ore, 15 wood, 10 ore, 25 wood, 20 ore for with the castle included, 25 wood, 20 ore, 30 wood, 25 ore, 35 wood. I forgot how many. 35. Fuck, I'm gonna need a lot. Yeah. I'm gonna need a lot of wood and a lot of ore. Yeah. Mage Guild level 1. So we're gonna do Mage Guild level 1. Sure, whatever. I would have loved to do the, upgraded Master Gremlin thingamajigger, but meh. Okay, so the Rust Dragons are going to be guarding every one of these. That's gonna be rough. Okay, and we get the Pendant of Life. I'm so glad we get the Pendant of Life. I can't even express myself adequately in words. Alright, oh, we have the tavern, so I need a scouting hero. Oh, Octavia. Again, I don't think we are going to be doing any significant... we're not going to be using this thingy. I kind of feel like it's cheaty. It's not really, I mean, it's a part of the UI now through the HD mod, but if you don't have any particular qualms about it, you should get as many plus gold heroes as fast as you can to get an extra amount of income from those. It's gonna come in really handy. It just so happens we have Octavia here, so we're gonna grab her, I think. You know what? I really want to get queue up some more gold heroes, honestly. Kind of cheaty, but I'm not above it. Let's see. Caitlyn is 1 plus gold hero I usually like to get. It's scroll through the tower heroes. Where are they? I should have gone the other way. Yona, no, that's not her. She does make Mercury, but we don't need Mercury. The plus resource production heroes are also very valuable if you can get one, for example, that produces gems. I do believe there is a barbarian lady that produces gems, which we might look into. I mean, it's a pretty solid investment. I'm gonna queue up someone, then I'm gonna be scouting with the 2 heroes available, and then we're gonna see. Oh, doesn't look like the tower heroes. There's a genie lady that produces gold per turn, I think, but she's not in here. That's weird. Oh, probably because she's the same type as that guy over there, which means we can't queue her up. Well, too bad. Caitlin produces gold, and she is from an allied town, so we're gonna queue her up. We're gonna recruit Octavia, and we're gonna see about whatever the fuck else later. Okay, split, and we're gonna give the units to Dracon because meh, whatever. He's gonna need all the help he can get right now. Oh my god, and he's not gonna get a lot of it. Let's see, I'm probably gonna take him this way, grab this on the way. So what is the other way? Oh, too far. Okay, so you can actually go all the way over there, and fuck my life. Okay, we do have visions, so we're gonna be making ample use of it this scenario. 1 Rust Dragon, 4 Rust Dragons. I see, so they are kind of prioritized. I'm gonna be grabbing these loose resources with her. I really don't have any use for experience because I'm maxed already. So we're gonna be doing this. Looks like we have a few loose resources to get our party started, as it were. Okay. Gonna grab you because yeah, +1 knowledge, thank you very much. What does this say? Castle Senius North, Castle East. This is no? That's, well, this is East, unless it's Facture. Castle Talirind East. What about, yeah, maybe that's supposed to be West. Who knows at this point? I'm gonna grab the workshop, I think. Yep, thank you. Grab the loose resources. Plus gold, thanks. I think we're gonna recruit that extra hero because I need more scouting. It doesn't look like... Okay, 2 Rust Dragons. That's not very good. Kind of... I'm probably gonna be more reluctant to do the very first engagement because I don't know how fast they are. The thing that I need to know specifically is if they're fast enough to close the gap between their side and my side, because if they are, then that's kind of bleh, and I'm not really looking forward to it. But if they're not, then it's gonna be really easy. If they are, then it's gonna be really hard. Especially with such a shit army to start with. Anyway, we have Caitlin, and let's queue up some other production heroes because, as we've established, we are not above using this particular feature. I think what's her face? We need someone that produces gems for this town. That would be nice. That's gonna be really handy to get the titans and whatnot. As I said, I think... Oh no, so it's Saurug actually. She's a... No, she's a barbarian. Okay, so Saurug produces gems, so we're gonna get her soon. We have Caitlin. Mostly I got her not necessarily to gain the system, also I missed some gold over there, fuck. But because I really want some more scouting over here, so might as well get 2 birds with 1 stone. 1 Rust Dragon, we can actually double back and grab that. Okay, and I think I'm gonna get Saurug as well. But we're gonna queue up someone else. Now, I don't really remember any other gold producing heroes offhand. So... that might be it for this week, as far as gold producing heroes are concerned, though that's not a very good plan. The thing is, I'm pretty sure that one of them is the same class as Astral, so we can't have... Oh, well, basic estates if I upgrade him a little bit. That could work. Prayer... I think there has to be one in the, yeah, there we go, Genova. We're gonna be recruiting Saurug. And I'm gonna grab this here gold and see what this quest is all about. Look at it, blah blah blah, tells you of places near and far. Ah, okay, cool. Interesting. Some barbarian towns, I see. So that's what we have to contend with in terms of a mobile army. I'm gonna grab this as well. And I'm getting really overboard here. So we've explored all possible castle heroes. No other ones that I would like to recruit. Let's finish with these. Logistics. Honestly, having a lot of support heroes will have a huge impact on the game. Let's see. So yeah, no tower heroes in this category. There's two categories. We could get some Mercury, but I'm not especially into Mercury this game. We already have the gold producing hero from Inferno, but I'm gonna double check. Yes, I know, this is riveting gameplay, but planning is half the battle, some would say. In Heroes of Might and Magic 3, planning is all the battle. So if you don't plan, well, this isn't the game for you. Though honestly, the fancy, I say fancy, the very well drawn sprites and portraits and whatnot, okay, we have Clavius as well, are definitely a plus, even if you just want to look at pretty things. There's some really nicely drawn mythical units in this game, certainly. So there's some appeal, even if you only want the graphics. I think we're gonna go completely fucking apeshit overboard. I'm not entirely sure if I do want to do that though. We have 2k per Golem Factory is 2k. Well, the thing about these kinds of heroes is that the earlier you get them, the sooner they pay off their investment. But I kind of need a lot of gold this week. So Clavius, let's see who else is there, just for curiosity's sake at least. Okay, Clavius is a Death Knight, so we're gonna have to start with all the Death Knights. Yeah, we've seen you, right? Yeah, he's a Death Knight. I think Necromancy. Isra is one of my favorite heroes for Necropolis. And Galthran. Yeah, Galthran. Septiana is one of my favorite Scholar heroes for Necropolis. Okay, Thant, always a good choice if you don't have Animate Dead otherwise. The Domina is also one of a good hero for Necropolis. We have Nagash also, so we're gonna queue up Nagash. We're gonna get Clavius. Okay, and we're gonna send Clavius this way. We have a huge scouting force as well as a huge amount of heroes that will be generating gold, which means that next turn we're gonna be generating 3,400 gold, which is quite a fair bit. And +1 to it isn't listed here, but +1 gems, which is the town-specific resource for tower, which is very important, very important if we want titans, if we want higher level creature dwellings and whatnot. Okay, so this thing right here, a few Rust Dragons, a gem pod is interesting. Pond, excuse me. Let's continue with the scouting a little bit. Grab some extra gold here and there. Oh, we have a Redwood Observatory, very nice, but we're not going to be able to collect it with this hero. advanced wisdom. Probably gonna get more use out of it. Maybe if we get some scholar and stuff. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna grab this. And we cannot go any further without getting into things we can't handle. Okay, let's see. Extra gold. I think 350. It's less than 10 turns for them to return their investment. It's about 8 turns, I think. They start pulling a profit. 700, 2,800. About. They almost break even at 7 and they start making a profit at 8 turns. Okay, let's see what's over here. Scouting. Even if I wouldn't have prioritized heroes that produce gold, the scouting itself, very, very useful. Okay, we're gonna get a golem factory, I think, because I want to work my way towards the mage tower this week at least. Mage tower, citadel, and castle is what I want. So I have Nagash. Oh, by the way, so we have Astral. I'm gonna show you that thing that I was talking about. Let's see, tower. Okay. The alchemist. Oh, alchemist. We have mages. Heal on the wizard. Yes, there we go. So I think we have Darmith. She looks nice, I have to admit. Yeah, Solmir. Yeah. Syra, and we have Aine, which is a wizard specialty plus 350 gold, but in order to get to her we have to recruit Astral, and I'm not willing to do that. Let's see, we were, last time I checked, we have only 2 more slots anyway to fill, so we're probably gonna find some heroes to fill them with. I know Dungeon has some plus gold heroes, so that's not gonna be too much of a problem. Lorelei. Harpy specialty is pretty good, I have to say. Harpy hags, pretty strong. We could use Davakorn's help. Right, okay. Nagash, where shall we send you, my dear? We're probably gonna send you over here and have you grab this stuff. Wow, she's pretty fast with it. For a person with just skeletons and stuff, yeah, she's pretty fast. Okay, we're gonna have a very important decision here. I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to me, which is not a very good start. A few rust dragons. How many? I think it was 2. Let's see. How much damage do I do with my most damaging spells? Like right now, Lightning Bolt is 690. I don't know if that's enough to kill one of these things. I think they have more HP than that. I think they have something like 750. I'm not entirely sure. 770. Oh, fuck. 747. I could do a couple of blinds, though, and do some massive resurrects. Now, with that in mind, we have loose formation. And I'm gonna split off this person right here. I think this is the best unit placement we can hope for. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna engage. I'm gonna engage these guys. I'm gonna see what the fuck happens. So 2 rust dragons, I think, but we're gonna double check because I don't want any fucking surprises. 2 rust dragons, okay. Yeah, of course they're in a mood for a fight. Okay, yes, okay, they're gonna prioritize the spellcaster. That's pretty smart. Okay, yeah, okay, we have a slow. 750, 594. Okay, so I can 594. I will lightning bolt this guy in the face. Okay, and then we're gonna blast this guy a little bit. You're just gonna defend. You're just gonna defend, and you're gonna blast him as well. All right. 532. So I don't really want him to attack any other stacks, so I'm gonna do a blind. I should have I should have attacked and then blinded, but that's not gonna make a difference. I'm gonna finish him off with a lightning bolt anyway. Defend, 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 and then we're gonna do a few rounds of resurrection. Pretty straightforward. Okay. There we go. Mass haste. That's okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, another resurrection. Let's double check. No, nothing else except the enchanters themselves. Okay, this is where it comes in really handy to have a very powerful spellcaster hero. Yeah. And you're dead. Fuck you. See, the spell's much more useful than having an extra Titan or whatnot. The Titan... I should take a closer look at the full stat block, not just the health next time. The Titan couldn't one-on-one one of the dragons, but I think he would survive at least one hit if they prioritize him for some reason, which they probably wouldn't though. So he can't really tank, but you know, that would have been something that he would have been able to do for us if I would have chosen him. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna put you in here, and you are gonna go back. I think you're gonna go straight for this, if possible. Oh, can you go this way? Okay. Oh shit. One rust dragon. Okay, I'm gonna engage that. One rust dragon for a gold mine sounds fair to me. Okay. So, knowing from last time, 9 speed, and now they have 8 speed, 17 base. That's a lot. 30 damage, 750 health. But what we can do, now that they're slowed, thanks to our enchanters, we can just resurrect, and we're gonna zap you a few times with our other units. And next turn we go first. Let's see how much health they have. 468 left. That means, can I do an ice bolt? Yeah, probably. Yeah, not enough for a magic arrow, but enough for an ice bolt. And that is that. And we get a nice gold mine, plus 1000 per turn. Okay. But what I really need right now is ore pit and a sawmill for the initial buildings. I'm gonna get that next turn. Rightio. Wow, that's a lot of time has passed with me just goofing off with this stuff. We're gonna get the last plus gold per turn hero next. But first, let's do some scouting, get a better feel for what's around here. Let's see, Caitlin. One of them is probably eventually gonna get themselves killed. Let's be honest. I'm gonna keep scouting along the road, I think. You can, I don't know, go this way or something. Sauruk. What shall we do with Sauruk? I could just put her in the garrison and recruit a couple more heroes, maybe. I'll put her in the garrison. Taking this hero recruitment scheme to the maximum possible. Okay, advanced necromancy. Hey, gonna come in really handy, I'm sure. Not. Okay. Gonna grab these and then I'm gonna double back and scout the other way. Gonna need to grab this eventually with Dracon, but I'm prioritizing mines right now, which is, well, a priority. Okay, let's go this way, I think. Oh. And Dracon. I'll grab the extra gold. Sure, it's right here. And we can start recruiting some people. We have Damacon. Curious, who else can I get that produces gold? We have some barbarians, we have some overlords. Gunnar. Gunnar is old faithful, I guess. Always been one of my favorite heroes. Gunnar just Gunnar is probably a very good reason to pick dungeon. Also, Alamar is a very good reason to pick dungeon because he has Scholar and Basic Wisdom, as well as starting with Resurrection. So if you train him up a little bit, he can teach whoever Resurrection, which is a very good advantage to have. Jedite also has Resurrection and Advanced Wisdom, but Scholar is more important when you start with Resurrection. Yog Sothoth. Good. Nope. Come on, there has to be someone with gold that I haven't recruited yet. Come on, greedy. Gimme gold. Gold, must has. Gimme gold. Precious. Dragonflies. Blarg. Mysticism, whatnot. This looks like it might be the end of our greed for now. Yeah, almost done. Yeah, done. Okay, so the only other plus gold hero that seems to be on the roster, either someone with estates, and I'm not really interested in doing that. I don't want to bother myself with actually training any heroes. I just want the flat plus 350 gold specialty. The only other one is a wizard, which is I can't recruit without recruiting Astral first. So I'm just gonna grab Damacon and I'm gonna send him somewhere. Probably just gonna leave him here to mind this thingy. He's gonna grab that, and that's gonna be his life for eternity. A few rust dragons. I need the mines. I need those mines right there. These two specifically. If I go straight for them like so, I'm probably gonna be able to grab them both. It almost looks like there's some gold shining there, but it's just a shadow from that windmill. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. And we're gonna also be building the Mage Tower, because I want to have that before the end of the week. The Mage Tower is important for us now, because I can turn them into enchanters with Dracon, which is going to be important. Now, I mean, it's gonna be very useful. Probably enchanters are gonna be our strongest stack still, even on this map. So 5,100, we have 3,000 from the mine and the town, and we have 2,100 from various heroes. Now, I could blow my wad, as it were, and just grab this guy, then get his units, dismiss him, and grab the last gold-producing hero. I'm not entirely sure I'm willing to do that. That means she would pay herself off in 16 turns. Not a very good investment as far as these things go. I will get some free units from it, from recruiting Astral. I'm not entirely sure I'm willing to do that. That's basically the last decision I need to make this turn, though, so I need to make it. Do I really want to do that, or do I not really want to do that? I kind of make enough gold per turn to do whatever. So, sure. Let's just go all out, shall we? I'm not entirely convinced that this is a good idea. I also need to make sure to actually queue up the hero that I want to recruit next. But we're gonna do it because it sounds like, you know, it's a good idea. Lol. Lol, lol, lol. I don't think it is, maybe. Eine, Basic Wisdom, Basic Scholar. I think in, what was it, Return of the King? What was the name of the campaign that I played in Restoration of Erathia? The second to last one, before the hidden campaign. Eine was the best possible support hero. She had Scholar, she had Wisdom, she had Earth Magic to teleport all over the place. She had the gold specialty. I think she even had estates. Oh my god, she was so good. So maybe for nostalgia value alone, she's worth it. Yeah, we're gonna read a little bit about Mr. Astral over here. So Astral arrived in Arathia nearly 10 years ago and was quickly accepted into the Wizards Guild in Barkada. His rise to power within the guild ranks made some people joke that only magic could have brought him so much success so soon. Well, his success is about to end in a lovely retirement at a beachfront property. With the 2,500 gold he just received for basically nothing, he's going to be retiring. Dismiss. That's a bit wasteful, but hey. Okay, and we're gonna recruit Aine, the wizard. Right. So Aine is going to run around doing some stuff for us. Actually, I think I'm gonna send this guy down over that way, and I'm gonna send Aine this way to see what's up over there. Right. Ooh. That's just a gold in the way. Lovely. Okay, and you're just gonna sit there, I think. Yeah. So enter. Doop-de-doop. These barbarians are kind of worrisome. I don't know what they have to start with for structures. Actually, I can check. Not necessarily structures, but at least what they have in the army. Fuck me. So I think their town started fairly well off. Yeah, fairly well off. Few throng, horde, lots, few. Yeah, I don't think I can engage into that with the army I currently have. Quite. Crystal Valley. Yum yum delicious. Let's see. Crystal. Well, there's a lot of loose crystals around the place that I can just pick up. Let's see what Aine can do. Oh, almost forgot about this. Windmill, lovely. I can go that way, or I can go along the road. I'm kind of tempted to go along the road. And there my journey ends. I wanted to see if I can reach another town. Probably gonna be another town around here-ish. I would guess. Oh, actually, you know what? I keep forgetting I have these very useful spells. So you air. Artifacts. Let's see. A town. We have a town right there. We have a couple of towns there. Is there another purple town right there? Two enemy heroes. Each of them might have some army. And let's see what else we can do. A view Earth as well. Oh my god, that's a lot of stuff. I can't really make much of this map because there's so many loose resources on it that it kind of pollutes my vision. I can't really see much. I'm gonna guess though that road ends in a town. So I might want to send someone right up there and see if I can. Oh, actually it doesn't, does it? Ends in this thing. No, it doesn't. Might end in a town. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna keep going, try to reach that town. See what I can. Maybe I can rush it, get some extra units per week from that. Let's see. So what are you doing? Nothing much. Genova. I think I'm gonna bring you up here and I'm gonna go west. Or maybe just a little bit farther up, like so. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Damacon. Damacon isn't gonna be doing much. He's just gonna mine the home territories, I think. Yeah, I keep trying to convince myself of this. Upgraded Mage Tower. I could actually rush Cloud Temple, but that wouldn't be very useful without a castle. So I want the capital definitely, but I wanted the Mage Tower. So we're gonna do Citadel. Let's see. So we have 3 more days. 1, 2, 3. If I really want to. No, wait a minute. Plus today. That's 4. That's 4 days. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not gonna have the capital and the mage guild. That's what I already determined. Or we can do 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is going to delay the capital even further. But we're doing okay for gold for now. We're gonna get some extra titans and extra nagas, which we won't be able to afford to recruit, but it's gonna be funny. So let's do Citadel. We're gonna need Citadel and Castle anyway, so we might as well. Alright, a few Rust Dragons, always visions. Oh my god, I never used to use visions before I started doing this playthrough for YouTube. But it's you can't live without it, honestly. Okay, 1 Rust Dragon. Let's see, slow. Yep, nice. So we're gonna do the same strategy. Resurrect. I should really keep an eye on how much mana I have left, or else I might end up in a lot of trouble, because I don't have enough firepower to actually kill this guy with the units I actually have. I need to rely on my spells, and if I run out of mana, well, I'm fucked. So let's see, 169, okay. If I attack, yeah, I need to do a spell, so let's see, 470. That means, yeah, enough. Zap. Lovely. And we can grab this mine. I'm not entirely sure we'll be able to get there and actually grab the mine itself. Might not be able to. I love the way that he keeps casting slow to start with. That's very nice. I don't know why he's that reliable, but apparently he is. The enchanter, I mean. I certainly don't mind. Spits acid. As far as the dragons that we've already fought goes, this guy is one of the most boring ones. Just has great stats. Basically. Just has great stats. Nothing else really that special. 467. Always good to check, even if you are kind of sure of what's already going on. Don't want any slip-ups. Okay, oh, and we got the mine as well. Okay, I should actually go for the 4 Rust Dragons. The problem is with the 4 Rust Dragons that they are going to be able to... I need to think about how many spell points I have left, and also how many attacks that would take them to wipe out my army. So last time a Rust Dragon attacked my stack of enchanters, it killed 2 in 1 shot. Let's say it can kill 3. No, actually they do set amounts of damage, so it won't be varied. It can kill 2. Let's say the next one can kill 3 because of bleed over. Let's say the next one can kill 2. That's 5, 7. So that's 3 attacks. 4 attacks to kill the enchanter stack. Plus 4 attacks to kill any other stack, because basically they're 4 attacks. So 8 attacks in total to kill everything I have. If I blind someone on the first turn, blind someone on the second turn, that would mean that 4 Rust Dragons split up into their own individual stacks would be able to pull off 4 attacks, 7 attacks, more attacks than I can tank. Okay, so we're not getting the gold mine, the gem mine right now. This thing is kind of useless right now. 4 Rust Dragons here, I would love to get it, but again, we've already done the calculations. 3 Rust Dragons is outside of my safety zone as well. We want 1 to 2. I mean, I might be able to pull off a 3 Rust Dragon thing. So it's 3 on the first turn, that's 5 attacks total. But I would need to replenish my mana before I go. So 5 attacks, 6 attacks. with and then blind or just a lightning bolt. 6 attacks from 3 Rust Dragons, based on what I can do with my spells. I can tank that with the units I currently have, but I need more mana. Where is a mage well? I think I saw one around here, didn't I? Oh, it's kind of far. I'm gonna need how much mana? 30. How much is the resurrection? 16. I'm gonna need, so 6 attacks. I'm probably gonna need 6 resurrection spells. 6 times 6 is 96. I should have enough mana to pull it off, so I'll make my way over there. And then I die. Nope. Let's do an intern. Purple. Purple is collecting my scholars. Hands off the scholars, bitch. Those are my permanent stat bonuses that you're eating there. Okay, let's see. What do you want? Pendant of Life. Interesting. Yeah, I have that. I can get it. I can probably actually just give it to Aina and have her bring it over here, so I don't have to bother with doing that myself. Yeah, I'll just make my way towards Dracon with Aina, and we'll do that. You are just gonna sit there. Oh, I need to remember to collect this guy and this guy with Dracon. Okay, plus gold, please. Thank you kindly. Okay. I'm gonna go westward around here-ish and see what you can grab. Ooh, loose resources, always lovely. If you don't get a lot of scouting heroes, these loose resources are just gonna go towards the enemy's capacity. So you actually just, if for nothing else, just to collect these resources. But there's plenty of other reasons to get a lot of scouting heroes, trust me. One of them is harassing the enemy's mines, which we're gonna do once... Oh, I can't actually get vision down there. Once they actually get in range of my scouting heroes. Or once I actually get my scouting heroes in range of them. I'm gonna keep following the road here. I wanna see if... Oh, blocked by these genies. Lots of master genies, eh? Let's scout as far as we can. I think there's a town up there. Let's see. We have view air. Yes, quite. It's a little bit further up, but I can't reach it without bringing Dracon over. Too bad. We're gonna scout this way then. Okay. Build something before I forget. Castle. Always a safe bet and a requirement. Lovely. And I would say build a capital, but we need the marketplace and the blacksmith. So we're probably going to do Golden Pavilion and Cloud Temple before the end of the weekend. Then we're going to do the capital at some point. It's going to be a little bit rough on the resources, but I think we can manage it. Alright, now the biggest question of all. Can we take 3 Rust Dragons with Dracon's current army? Honestly, I don't really think so. I would, before we start, I would split off some stacks to bring them to these 2 locations, but if I do, they're just gonna get line attacked, and that will suck. Then again, it probably wouldn't be any worse than I can do, so I'll do it anyway, I guess. And if I get lucky, maybe I can just move one out of the way and make them have to attack 1 more stack. However, that will also mean that I have to resurrect more stacks. If I do opt to do that, because I might just let the imps die. Well, we'll see how badly it goes. Shit, I'm gonna save. I am gonna save. We started this playthrough saying that I'm not gonna be loading any saves, but I've gotten a lot more cautious lately.